Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Lorraine. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and join in on all the fun. In today's video, I bring to you my first time tag, and what that means is I'm just going to be answering about maybe 5 questions of the my first tag YouTube video trend, and while I do that, I'm going to be styling my hair in 5 different ways. So, you know, you get the best of both worlds. You get to know me and you get to learn a little bit of hair tricks from yours truly. Okay guys, let's get into this video. I'm just gonna make sure you guys can see my full head. I think you can. I think this looks good. Just a heads up, if you see me refer to my left side, that's because that's where my mirror is. So I'm going to be referring to my mirror quite a few times in this video. Hopefully that's not too distracting. I just need it just so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, let's jump into it. So the first, my first time tag question I'm going to be asking is my first piercing. And before I get into that, I'm just going to explain to you what hair I have here. I think it's a lace front and it's 18 inches if I'm not mistaken. I'll link everything down below that I mentioned in this video. But yeah, it's quite good quality hair. It does shed a lot though. I got it off AliExpress, of one of the vendors on AliExpress, but yeah, it does shed a lot. So if you don't like that, you're probably not gonna like this wig. But it is cute. It is, when it gets wet, it gets a bit wavy, which I really like. So yeah, so the first style I'm gonna be doing is really quite simple. Everyone can do it, but it's really cute and sexy as well. So I'm just gonna start off by like brushing my hair a little bit. So yeah, my first piercing, so the first piercing I got was my belly ring, and when I got it, I didn't tell my mom I was gonna go get it. So I used to live a few blocks from like a tattoo piercing parlor. And when I found out that it was not so far away from home, I was like, I'm totally getting it. So I saved up my money, and then one day after school I walked down to the piercing place and like I got it done, and it was fairly like, it was easy. It wasn't really that painful. The guy that did it made me feel really comfortable, so it was a good experience overall. Now coming to the day my mom found out that I got it, oh my goodness. She hates, just a note, she hates any type of body modifications, so tattoos, piercings, whatever it may be. She does not like it. She's like, natural beauty is the way to go. So yeah, she found out that I got it, and she found out while I was we were on a family like holiday, and I don't know what I think, how old was I? My 15-16-year-old self was thinking I'm gonna get away with this because first of all, we're on the beach, like we're all half naked, so she's bound to see it, but I thought somehow I could hide it with my towel. But came the wind and like blew my towel off, and obviously she saw it and she was like, what is that? And I've never unscrewed something so quick in my life. I was just like, I unscrewed it off my bed. I'm like, no mom, it's fake, it's nothing, it's just fake. And she's like, Lorraine, and I'm like, no, and I took it out because I was actually so scared like of her reaction. So I was just like, nope, I'm taking this off. I really hope the lighting is good. I have new lighting and I'm still like figuring out how to work it, so I hope it's good and I've done somewhat of a good job. I think it is. I think you guys can see me. So anyway, so yeah, and then I think a year later I did well in like school, and I was like, oh mom, can I please go get it again? And she pretty much just like, do whatever you want. And I was like, okay. And I went to go get it. So yeah, that was my first piercing. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing, I'm just like making sure the hair is neat as possible. Just because it's a simple style, it needs to be super neat. And what I do is just tuck in the hair on the side here, not all of it, just have like a little bit of it sticking out over here on the side. I think it looks really cute. And then make sure, by the way guys, forgive me, when I laid this hair I was like in a rush, so if it's not like done perfectly, forgive me, but you know, you get the point. And then on the side here, what you want to do is just add volume. You typically add volume by like heat and like putting some curls in it, but what I'm just gonna do, purpose of this video, just to show you the style, is just coif it up with my hair, just to add a little bit of volume like that, and there you go. jump into the second look. For the second look, I'm going to do something very effortless, very easy to do as well, and won't take up a lot of time. No one wants to look like they're trying too hard, so this is very effortless, so which is good. But while I do that, I'm going to answer the second, my first time. The second one I'm going to answer is my first detention. So I used to be like the troublemaker in class, as in like not causing shit, but I just like to talk a lot in class, right? So I was always in detention for disrupting the class or whatever. So I don't really remember when my first detention was because it happened so often. So I would say probably like grade 7 or something. But yeah, in assembly every Monday it would be. So what they did at my school is like on Mondays in assembly towards the end, they'd call out everyone who's in detention, and Lord and behold, I think like every Monday for a whole month I was like in detention, to a point where they called my parents in for like for, what did they call it? A hearing? Oh my goodness, I've never been so scared. And it was also dramatic. Like, it was super dramatic because we were like on the field. It was like during break time, and all of a sudden the intercom went on and it was like, Lorraine Morena, please come to the principal's office. And everyone was like, ooh, oh my God, what did you do? I had no idea my mom was in that office waiting for me. Mind you, I had zero clue. I'm just trying to grab all the hairs that I want up. But yeah, I had zero clue my mom was waiting in that office for me. And then you get there and like the principal or whatever just starts chatting about like why you've been in detention and why blah blah blah. And like it was all just, you know, BS if you ask me, because it's like, dog, it really can't be this serious. But anyway, that was just me and my like teenage self. But the cool thing about my parents was like, or my dad rather, my dad was kind of like, well, okay, she's in trouble, right? But who are the people she's making noises with? Because she can't be out here talking by herself. So who are they? Name them. She can't be just the only one. So my dad was really dope for doing that, because it's like, it kind of put like less pressure or trouble on me. And I was like, oh, sweet. But yeah. That was Lorraine in high school. So yeah, here's the cute little style, half up, half down, and then you just bring your hair a little bit forward, and voila. Let's get into the next one. So the next my first time tag I'm going to be talking about is my first kiss. Okay, so yeah, before we get into that, I'm gonna jump into the next hairstyle. This one is a bit more of a exercise if you ask me, but yeah, we're gonna do it anyway for the tube. Anyway, so just get some hairs out in front, just to look a bit more effortless and a little bit more easy and like not as rigid. And then I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get a braid going on in the back. So hopefully this goes as planned, because sometimes when you put the camera on and try to do certain things, girl, everything goes wrong. So let's just hope everything works the way I want it to. So anyway, my first kiss. So I had my first kiss when I was, how old was I? I was in grade 8. And it was with like someone who was older. I think he was like 16 or something. I met him out at a mall, and yeah, it was strange at first. Just because I guess he was a bit more experienced than I was, which was good because I didn't really tell him it was my first kiss, so it wasn't like awkward or anything. I just kind of went for it and kind of did whatever I've been seeing, like I've like been done in movies. So yeah, that was interesting. It was in his bedroom. Oh my god, I hope my mom is not gonna watch this video, because she's gonna be like, where at 14, whose bedroom were you in at 14 years old? So hopefully she doesn't watch this one. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, that's where it was. It was, I don't know, I think it went well. Like, it was fine. Like I said, I didn't mention that it was my first kiss, and I didn't want to. I think I just wanted to seem a bit more cooler and like a bit more like I knew what I was doing. So yeah, and I think it went well. I'm a lot better at doing it now than I was when I was 14, but you know, it took practice to get there. So yeah, what would I rate my first kiss out of 10? I think it was like, I'm just braiding my hair. I don't know how well it's going, like, but you get the idea. So you just braid it up. Anyway, I would maybe rate it like a 5 out of 10, just because like, I think like skill wise I was alright, but like the setup was so weird. Like, it's in his bedroom, like it was just so like, I don't know, it was weird. Let's see, I'm just gonna braid it up down here. This hairstyle is kind of reminding me of like Elsa from it's reminding me of Elsa from, what's that movie? Frozen. Please forgive my braiding, like I said, like this is done for the purpose of the video, but that's what it looks like in the back. You can obviously have a few more hairs out if you want to, like, you know, have that look going, but this is the gist of it. My next first time tag question I'll be answering is my first ever boyfriend. So yeah, before I get into answering that question, my next style is gonna be more on the more elegant, classy style, very easy too as well. I'm all about ease if you haven't like picked up in this video. I don't want to spend hours and hours on my hair unless I absolutely have to. So yeah, let's get into it. So firstly, what I'm going to do, as you can see, I've parted my hair in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, just have a middle part, right? And then pull your hair all to the side, and then make a loose braid, if that makes sense. Yeah, make a loose braid, and we're gonna like roll it up and put it into a side bun. But you'll see what I'm talking about. My first boyfriend. So my first ever like real time boyfriend was when I was like 16, 17, and it was this guy. It was this French guy, and he was on exchange at our school for a few months, or for a whole year. I actually don't remember how long he was at our school for, but yeah, that was my first boyfriend. And I was like, oh my, it was like puppy. I was like, oh my god, I am in love, this is it. Like, you know, when you're 16, like, you know, it's like, oh my god, man of my dreams. Like, you don't even know anything, girl. Like, what are you talking about, man of your dreams? But anyway, yeah, how did we even like start? So I think it started off at like an high school sport thing. Like, we were just doing like athletics and stuff, and I had this like wild hairstyle on my braids, right? It was like, it looked like Princess Leia, whatever, Princess Leia from Star Wars. And yeah, it was like in huge braids, and I had like two huge buns, so it's like I was pretty out there. And I don't know, I was walking this, I had never even like spoken to him before, and I was just walking around, and then he commented on my hair. He was like, oh yeah, and then we just like started chatting from then. And then that was like on a Saturday, and then Monday morning at school I saw him, and we just like chat here and there. First, oh my god, my mom, please don't be watching this video. First time I snuck out of the house was to go see him, actually, because like my parents were super strict. Like, you couldn't just like say you were gonna go see your boyfriend. Like, that was not a thing. Like, you can't just be out here like saying you're gonna go see your boyfriend in whose house. Like, you're not out here gonna be doing all that stuff. But sorry, this is too tight. But yeah, I just couldn't focus on the story. So yeah, I had to sneak out of the house to go see him. Okay, and we're done. what I had to just jump off camera for a bit just to go get some water. So if you have, just a nice tip, if your hair has a lot of flyaways, what you can do is wet your fingertips a little bit and then just pat it down, and then they'll just get rid of all the flyaways and make the look a bit more clean. And yeah, I just pair it with like some cute earrings, and it's very classy, very elegant, as you can see. And yeah, that's it for this one. What I'm gonna do is my first job, but before I get into telling that story, I'm just gonna jump into my next hairstyle. What I'm gonna attempt to do is braid, or just have a braid situation going on here on the top, and then have like nice flowy hair at the bottom. So yeah, wish me luck. Sorry, I had to just jump off camera just because I know I promised 5 quick, easy hairstyles, and I realized that the braiding situation was not going to be that quick, especially if you're not used to cornrowing wigs, which I'm not, so it was just going to take forever. So what I decided to do was twist the front part of my hair and create like some texture on the top. It's actually giving me like Khaleesi vibes, to be quite honest, but I still think it's quite cute. So yeah, I decided to just twist them instead of braid them, just because it was going to take longer. So as you can see, this is what the twist pattern looks like. And yeah, and it's quite cute, and you just brush out the rest of the hair. You can put some water into the hair to just make it look a little wavy, just to give off that I don't know, I feel like it's like the Princess Queen Khaleesi type of vibe. So yeah, anyway, enough about that. Let me get into my first job. So my first like actual job was here in Melbourne, and it was no, it wasn't telemarketing. It was just like calling people and asking them to take surveys. And now I know what you're already thinking. Wow, worst, right? This was like, I thought it was gonna it wouldn't have been that bad. Whoa, what happened to the English? I didn't think it would have been that bad, because what we were asking them to take a survey about was something they had experienced. So I think we had to ask them a survey about someone who came out and fixed their washing machine or whatever, and like and rate the service pretty much. Easy wear. First of all, my shift started at 4, so so it was from 4 to 8. So around the time I was working was the time people are getting home from work and they want to relax, enjoy time with their family, have dinner, you know, unwind from the day they just had. And here comes me calling them, asking them to take surveys. Bruh, people were just not having it. They were not in the mood. I mean, like, some people were polite enough to just do it, or just say call me back or whatever. I remember this one time, guys, I cried. Like, I shed actual thug tears at work, because I was like, oh my god, this cannot be it. This man, I called him and he was just like, what the fuck, why are you calling me? Throwing F-bombs everywhere he could, I tell you. And I'm just like on the phone, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, I'll just like, it's okay. And like, I didn't want to hang up on him, because it's like, I didn't want to be rude, so I had to just like cop it. And I was like, I'm so sorry, sir. He's like, fuck it. And I'm like, oh my god, that was the worst. And like I had to like sometimes also make excuses for not pitching to work, because it literally like took all of my energy to prep myself and go to work. Like, that's not good. Like, I actually had to like self-motivate myself every time. Just like, just go, you need the money. I was a student back then, so I needed the money. So I was like, you need the money, just go cop it. It's just 4 hours. And like, you know, when you count down, guys, you count down the hours and like they're just not moving. That was a mess. But we got through it and we're here. But yeah, that's it for me for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys like when I do videos like this. Tell me what you guys think of my hairstyles down below. If you guys want me to do any more videos, please just comment and I shall oblige. Until next time, bye.